So the civic reception's just council's way of acknowledging the visit from the Richmond Football Club up to the Shire of Campaspe's region for their community camp. It's a great opportunity for the Shire and to particularly some of the smaller communities.
Let's give them a round of applause.
Yeah, no, it was pretty interesting. All the players came in and all talked about the football experiences they've had and what it's like to be an AFL footballer.
It's great to have ability, but you've got to be able to work hard. You've got to be able to put your mind to the task at hand, and that's why we look at all these players in a variety of different areas, but they've got to have the right stuff.
For our residents here at Glanville Village to have a visit from a local, well, an AFL football club, actually is hugely beneficial for everybody's well-being.
Welcome guys, come on in!
Because it actually brings them out of their rooms. They see these people on the television every football season, they do their football tipping, they get passionate about their club, all the rest of it, and it's just amazing how it gives them a really great sense of enjoyment and community involvement. I think the female staff have all worn their lippy today, made sure their hair looks good.
Right, we're just winding up here at Vic Park. We've had an outstanding session with our academy kids, all of our under 13s, 14s and 15s. Kicked off this year's academy campaign, training with some line coaches from the Richmond Football Club.
What do you reckon we ask our players to bring week in, week out? What's the one thing that you as a player have to bring? Someone said? Intensity. Intensity, that's a fantastic answer.
All right, we'll go again. Now, what did Dimmer say about mistakes? As long as we're learning from, we're growing, we're getting better. So think about what happened, think about how we can get it better. You guys that are watching, analysing as well. Fly on, here we go!
Eli. Yep.
Yeah, it was a privilege to have him down here. Yeah, when I saw Damien Hardwick, I was like, it was a bit overwhelming because like a few months ago he was winning the premiership and yeah, it was really good.
Hopefully all these kids will go back to their clubs as better for the experience, and whilst this was all happening, our community coaches were here watching, listening and learning.
You'd be surprised how much better your side will do by just getting them to man the mark. It's amazing if you watch your kids in a game, because what happens is they just, if the guy marks it, he might mark it 5 or 6 metres in front of me, I'll just automatically go like this. It's automatically stopped at 6 metres. If you give them the concept of coming and point to the mark, it slows them all down. Simple concept that actually improves your game.
Well, we had about 250 people in the room and all the players, of course. A great opportunity for people to sit and have dinner with their favourite players and with the Richmond guys to talk about footy and life and all that sort of stuff, and as well as raise a bit of money for local junior footy.
Look, from an AFL perspective, I think community camps are really important for, I guess, our elite athletes to get out into the community and help promote footy from a grassroots level.
So Josh and Emma, what happened this morning?
Some Richmond people came.
No pressure, but...
Usually the Kings and stuff.
Any school today or day off?
No,
School? What time does school start? 9 o'clock?
No, 8:45.
I'm going to take Brandon to show and tell. Yeah, and maybe teach him something too.
It was amazing. The kids were really excited. Something that's obviously never happened to them before and probably never will again, and this is a real thrill of a lifetime for them. I think that's a fantastic thing that they do. A lot of people who from this area don't get a chance to get down to Melbourne and experience seeing AFL players up close and personal.
Yeah, I love it. Any chance I can get to home or anywhere close to home on the river, I jump at the opportunity, whether it's myself or we come up for community camps, and it's really good because I remember growing up in Denny and a couple of AFL players who, even if you didn't know them, came. There's a fair bit of excitement around the place, and you know, especially after the year Richmond had last year, to see all the Tiger fans and even not Tiger fans, just footy fans, get around us and see the kids. It's really worth it, and yeah, you know how they feel from being a young kid from a country town.
But a big one we like to do is just called the $5 the love bucket. So $5 in the bucket, and you'll grab the $5 note out and go get a coffee with maybe someone that you haven't talked to a lot or not as close to as some of the other boys, and we'll go get a coffee and chat, get to know each other on a personal basis, not just as teammates.
To have them come in and spend some time talking about their values around the football club, and it's really important for our kids to see that values make up such an important part of school life and who they are. And so if we can get the players to come along and share their stories, and the fact that they really hold those values high to them, and that's what makes them successful, it really allows us to then take that to the next level with our kids about values as well.
I reckon the thing that a lot of us have said over this camp is the gratitude that's shown back to us, because being in the city, you get exposed to a lot of kids who have a lot of privileges, and they get a lot of opportunities and exposures to come to our training and see us a lot of the time. But the kids, when we come out here, they're very grateful, they're very polite, and I think it's probably a little bit reflective of the country nature that people have as well, being humble and very courteous too.